$49 billion over 10 years.
We can't just be going from crisis to crisis.
The projected cost to repair, replace, or build new and needed city infrastructure.
No, that first main one really affected my walkthrough.
Businesses impacted by the city's major feeder main repair again say they need all the help they can get. And the newest hotel on the downtown block, why tourism advocates say it's needed.
CTV Calgary, local breaking news with Camilla DiGiuseppe.
Good evening. The cost to maintain and update Calgary's aging infrastructure could top $50 billion over the next decade. A report assessing the city's critical networks looks at priorities for the next 10 years of planning. The eye-popping number highlights years of underfunding, and experts say it's a problem right across the country. Jordan Canigan reports.
The price tag for Calgary to catch up on infrastructure and get ahead of growth is in, and it's a big one.
$50 billion is not a small number. The first thing my mind goes to is that this is a Canada-wide problem.
A report from city officials looks at crumbling concrete and transit that's trailing behind, shows the 10-year capital needs. In total, the list reaches $49 billion, and the cost to just maintain the most critical infrastructure comes in at $7.5 billion.
We can't just be going from crisis to crisis, putting fires out. We need to be proactive, and that's what that infrastructure report really says, is this is how we meet the moment of welcoming the 2 millionth Calgarian in a way that we provide the services, housing, and infrastructure that's required to keep Calgary affordable.
Transit tops the list with $10 billion worth, ranging from new trains and buses that are aging out to a proposed train connecting to the airport. Roads and pathways also need nearly $9 billion of projects to patch up cracked streets and bridges, put up new streetlights, and more.
It's going to be further exacerbated because our city is growing in an unprecedented rate, and so this problem is a problem today, but just imagine how much of a problem it's going to be in 50 years from now.
And that infrastructure issue isn't one that only Calgary has to tackle. It's a major problem across the country.
We have completed 50 years life cycle for many of those infrastructure. So in that sense, yes, the time limit is exceeded.
Jordan Canigan, CTV News, Calgary.
So far, so good when it comes to cutting our water use. 2 days into the restrictions, and Calgarians are just under the targeted threshold of 500 million litres per day. Data from the city shows usage dropped to 494 million litres on Tuesday and 496 million litres on Monday. The restrictions are in place for 4 weeks while crews repair the Bearspaw feeder main. As Calgary works to bolster its water infrastructure after 2 major feeder main breaks, the city is looking at ways to help businesses impacted by long-term construction. Alicia Fieldberg reports.
Businesses in Montgomery and Bowness saw fewer customers during the 2 catastrophic feeder main breaks and following repair work over the last 18 months.
It was really tough because you could not get off 16th. The traffic was really heavy.
Now crews are back again, strengthening the water system to avoid future breaks. But the city is also digging into ways to support businesses during long-term construction projects.
I have to say the communication, I feel, has been better this time.
A city committee discussed a report about a policy which could help identify and reduce issues businesses may face during construction.
It's important for local businesses to be able to take that to the bank and have some certainty around that. In recent years, we've seen many projects that haven't seen the level of coordination.
Marda Loop finally reopened in the fall after businesses faced 2 rough years of road closures and detours. The city paid hundreds of businesses one-time grants of $5,000, but the new report suggests it didn't provide the needed help.
So many businesses, personally, owners have talked to me that went out of business, so $5,000 isn't solving that.
Marda Loop's Business Association hopes the lessons learned there help with future projects.
Keep chaos to a minimum and to get it done fast. and also to provide support to business districts so they can promote the area, including promoting after the work is done.
The Canadian Federation of Independent Business thinks the policy addresses communication and customer access well, but the compensation plan should change.
Some other jurisdictions like Montreal and Quebec City, we've seen they've had really good success with a program that compensates businesses based on how much they've lost during a construction project.
He says compensation could come in the form of grants or even reduced property taxes.
It'd be nice to get some compensation because we didn't get anything last time, but something would be nice, you know, even if it was our business license.
Alicia Fieldberg, CTV News, Calgary.
A brand new hotel is now open in downtown Calgary, and tourism officials are welcoming it with open arms. The Hampton Inn by Hilton is on 6th Avenue Southwest on the site of a former Tim Hortons. The hotel has 151 rooms on 16 floors. It was developed by 111 Properties. It's affectionately known as the Glampton because of its modern architecture and premium finishes. The hospitality industry is excited about the added accommodation.
It's literally one of the best locations in the city. It is something that we really need in the city of Calgary. We have a lot of hotels at the airport, which we have there as well. But the downtown core is in really desperate need of some more quality hotels.
As we continue to grow and expand our global reach from Calgary to destinations around the world, we're now reaching audiences in Mexico City, soon Sao Paulo, soon Abu Dhabi. These global travelers have an expectation that when they come to a place, they'll experience a full-service hotel.
The hotel is connected to the Plus 15 system and will have a hydrotherapy, sauna, and steam retreat by this summer. The first residents have moved into a new development on Tsuut'ina Nation. A ceremony marked the first people living in Tsuut'ina Park with 46 townhomes already built. It's the first of 3 community villages to be built through a 50-50 partnership between Tsuut'ina Nation and real estate company Canderel.
We do everything from architectural elements and some education, and now we're really, as we move forward, we're focusing on more on jobs and contracting opportunities to bridge that economic gap to make this a true economic development opportunity for the nation.
When complete, the 3 community villages will include a total of more than 6,500 residential units with room for about 12,000 residents. Public engagement is underway for a proposed new mixed-use development called Kensington Yards Urban Village, located at the former Grace Hospital by 14th Street and 8th Avenue Northwest in Hillhurst. It will include at least a dozen buildings from townhomes, high-rise apartments, commercial space, and a village square at the heart of the site. Calgarians were able to give feedback. The firms behind the proposal have submitted a land use redesignation for 3 parcels of land. Having a cold one or meeting for drinks might feel like a ritual for some, but a recent report by Stats Canada shows overall alcohol consumption is declining. Tyler Barrow reports.
Hump Day is here, and Mount Royal University students are thinking about the weekend. Any plans to drink this weekend?
No plans. Just hanging out with friends.
Not this weekend. I will be studying for my midterms.
No, not really. I'm not a huge drinker.
No, not really. I'm just gonna stay home.
These 4 students' decision to stay sober might be more than a coincidence. According to Stats Canada, liquor authorities and other retail outlets sales dipped by 1.6% for the fiscal year ending March 31st, 2025. That comes as the price of alcohol beverages in stores has increased 1.6%. On average, Canadians of legal drinking age purchased the equivalent of 8 standard alcoholic beverages per week in 2024-25, down from 8.7 the previous year and 9.7 a decade ago. This all leading to the largest annual decrease in alcohol sales in 20 years.
The decline in consumption is among younger people rather than older people.
Rod Phillips, who specializes in the history of alcohol, points to young people prioritizing their health, being financially conscious, and their ability to have fun without it.
I think it just kind of gets in the way. It's just not really who I am personally.
I don't really love the effects that alcohol has on my body, on my liver.
Producers are catching on. Toolshed Brewing Company offers 3 non-alcoholic beers.
It's absolutely hand over fist the fastest growing aspect of our business.
It launched the first dry January 2022. Tyler Barrow, CTV News, Calgary.
Danielle is in with our first look at the weather. The message is clear. Hunker down for 3 messy days of winter.
Yes, the whole walk like a penguin thing, the whole white knuckle driving, have your parka available and a shovel, because yes, for the next 3 days, on and off snow is what you can expect, and much colder temperatures than what we've had. Also remember that we had lots of melting today, and all of that has now frozen out there on the sidewalks and the roads. And when we add fresh snow on top of that, that means snow with very icy conditions underneath. So if you can work from home tomorrow and you have the luxury to do that, tomorrow will be a day to do it. All right, 5 to 7 centimeters possible tonight, another 5 to 7 centimeters possible throughout the day tomorrow, but much warmer temperatures next week. We'll talk about all of this coming up.
Danielle, thank you. Still to come, desperate to get out of the Middle East. The passport holdup for a former Alberta woman and her family stuck in Qatar.
You're watching CTV News, Calgary.
A Calgary man is charged with sexually assaulting a woman that police say he met on a popular dating app. 23-year-old Spencer Maximus Andrews is charged with sexual assault and voyeurism. Police allege he communicated with a woman on Tinder in October before meeting on November 1st at his southeast home. That's where investigators claim he sexually assaulted her and took photos without her permission. Andrews will appear in court May 19th. A former southern Alberta woman and her family are stuck in Qatar as the war rages in Iran. They want to leave but can't because her son's Canadian passport has yet to arrive. Tyson Fedor reports.
Kristen Griffiths, her husband and 2 children have lived in Doha, Qatar for 5 years, where they are teachers. Their oldest son, Carter, is nearly 2 and his passport is set to expire in May. They applied for his new one, but that was before the war in Iran, and now his replacement is stuck in limbo.
It's an emergency travel document. I don't understand how they have closed the emergency services and not given Canadians who are waiting on passports. They must have a list. I don't know how they didn't give them any warning that these services were shut down.
Late Wednesday, the federal government said Carter's passport was shipped from Ottawa and has been stuck in transit since Saturday due to local airspace closures. It's expected to arrive at the embassy in Doha. Griffith says she's trying to get emergency travel documents to flee the country as missiles are intercepted overhead.
We're usually given warning when the missiles are incoming. To give you an idea of what it feels like when they're intercepting them, like the doors and the windows shake.
And Griffith says she's been told the Canadian embassy is closed to all in-person services.
She's, trying to stay safe and happy and positive and telling us things are okay, but she can't, explain to her 2-year-old why they can't go outside.
Jillian Knobloch, Griffith's sister, lives in Langdon. She has advocated to her member of parliament to find a solution.
My other sister mentioned she was talking to her on the phone yesterday and sirens are going off. Sirens indicating a strike is happening. Everyone get inside. So, yeah, it's really scary to think they're there, even more so that they can't leave if they wanted to.
Global Affairs Canada says around 5,000 Canadians have fled the Middle East so far. Griffiths is hopeful her family will soon follow if they receive some good fortune.
It's not a good feeling to be stuck in a place where you're literally in a war zone and there's no way you can get your family out.
Tyson Fedor, CTV News, Calgary.
Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada said it's unsure when the passport will arrive. It adds that the embassy may still be able to offer the issuance of a temporary passport depending on Qatar's exit conditions. Griffith says that embassy remains closed. A delegation of First Nations met with King Charles today to invite him to Canada, but also to talk about the Alberta separatist movement. 2 of the chiefs are from Alberta and said they would address the King's obligation to uphold treaty rights. Multiple First Nations have filed court challenges arguing the petition for the separatist referendum question violates treaty rights. Cold Lakes First Nation chief says a court hearing will start taking place April 7th. The chiefs invited the King to Saskatchewan to mark the 150th anniversary of the signing of Treaty 6. Parks Canada is getting pushback over its decision to close some mountain lakes and to paddlers and anglers to prevent the spread of whirling disease. The disease is infectious and deadly for fish populations like trout, whitefish and salmon. It's now been detected in Lake Louise. So to prevent further spread, Moraine Lake, Bow Lake and Lake Minnewanka will be closed to paddleboarding, canoeing and fishing with waders. In Yoho and Tsuut'ina National Parks, those activities remain banned in all lakes and rivers. Officials say it's critical to prevent the spread.
Aquatic invasive species are very difficult to remove or manage once they are introduced into a system. So we understand the disappointment that visitors would like to continue recreating on some of these water bodies, but we are trying to find a balance between protection of our sensitive ecosystems, as well as finding locations and opportunities for visitors to continue water activity recreation.
Parks Canada says there is no end date for the new strategy. The Kallum Award is one of Canada's highest scholarly honors, and now 2 Calgarians can claim it as their own. Both have earned the Dorothy Kallum Award and a $100,000 prize each to be put toward research. Dr. Nigel Shry from the University of Calgary has been awarded the prize for his groundbreaking work in biomedical and civil engineering. Dr. Shabir Barzanjeh has the Kallum Fellowship for his work at advancing next-generation quantum technology. The national awards recognize Canadian researchers whose work is helping shape the country's future through innovation and discovery. Well, Danielle's up next with her Skywatch forecast, and we're in for a lot of winter. Those details next.
All right, well, today was bright. Winds were relatively calm. It was pretty mild in the city. We got to a high of 3 degrees today. 7 was the high in Medicine Hat and Brooks. 5 in Lethbridge, and -2 was the high in Banff. So a mild day, a really nice day overall. Now we're going to be thrown into winter for these next 3 days, and our daytime highs will be below freezing for the next 4 days. And then after that, it will be very spring-like with temperatures in the high teens. So a lot going on over these next 10 days for sure. All right, this is the moisture feed from the southwest, and this is going to deliver on and off snowfall to us again for 3 days, with the bulk of the snowfall tonight and through tomorrow. That's when we're looking at the heaviest amounts. Also, the winds have picked up. Gusts up to 90 kilometers per hour in Pincher Creek and Lethbridge possible tonight and tomorrow as well. 60 for Medicine Hat, around that 50 mark for Calgary, Brooks, and 40 for Banff and Drumheller. All right, looking at the futurecast, this is a look at 12:30 in the morning, intensifying. So we're going to have the snow intensify throughout the night. The winds, again, gusty, reducing visibility. So blizzard-like conditions with visibility down to 0, certainly possible. You also remember all the warmth we had today and all the melting that has frozen on sidewalks and roads. So underneath this fresh snow, there's ice patches. So tricky driving conditions and sidewalks. Walk like a penguin for sure. White knuckle driving for these next 12 to 24 hours. Now we're going to have waves, on and off waves of snowfall throughout the day tomorrow. In the far south, because temperatures will get above freezing for the morning hours and then fall throughout the day, rain mixed in with freezing rain and some snow, so even slicker driving conditions in the far south for tomorrow, especially in the morning hours. When will this move out? Well, on and off snow throughout the day tomorrow, then clearing out late Thursday, and then Friday we'll still see a few flurries, likely just trace amounts for the city, but we could pick up another centimeter, and then another wave rolls back in on Saturday. All right, here's a look at what you can expect total-wise. Heavier amounts along the mountains, 20 to 30 centimeters possible, and also to the west of Pincher Creek. It's a bit of an error on this map because in Pincher Creek we will likely see closer to 10 centimeters. Smaller amounts for Tabor, Milk River, Brooks, and Medicine Hat, as you can see here, but still fairly significant. And Lethbridge, anywhere from 2 to 6 centimeters. But again, High River up through Okotoks, Calgary, and up the QE2, 10 to 15 centimeters is certainly possible. And that's why we have these bullseye areas and the snowfall warnings in place for areas to the north of Trans-Canada, north of Medicine Hat, and for areas along the mountains and to the west of Pincher Creek. These areas, isolated spots, 20 centimeters, absolutely possible. All right, for Calgary specifically, 5 to 7 centimeters possible tonight, then another 5 to 7 centimeters possible tomorrow, a high of -3. We taper off to just some flurries on Friday with another centimeter possible. -6 is the high. Even colder on Saturday, and as that next wave moves in, 2 to 4 centimeters of snow possible. And then we'll start our huge warm-up. -1 for Sunday, +9 to kick off next week. And later next week, we'll get into the high teens.
Danielle, thank you. A young Calgary boxer hopes to win a national title, and the teenager will reach for that goal right here in our city. More on Leo the Lion coming up. Calgary is hosting this year's Junior Boxing Nationals at the Genesis Centre later this month. And as Glenn Campbell reports, there's a local athlete really making a name for himself in the sport.
Lionel Izuni's ring nickname is Leo the Lion. And the 15-year-old thinks that fits him to a T.
It just relates to my name, and I don't know, my coach came up with it and stuck ever since.
Izuni started boxing when he was 11 years old. He tried soccer, but it just wasn't his sport.
And I really noticed some of my teammates that weren't trying, and sometimes we'd lose, and I didn't like that. I wanted to always put in the work for myself, and my results would show in the ring. So that's why I decided to choose boxing.
Leo the Lion isn't the biggest boxer, but he packs a powerful punch. And he's hoping to make some noise at the Junior Nationals in Calgary this month.
Well, my expectations are, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to show what I've been working on. Win or lose, it's okay, but I know I've worked hard for this, and I'm ready. The fighters from everywhere, I've sparred a lot of people. I know what it feels like to be in the ring, and I'm ready to fight everybody.
Lionel's dad is proud of his son's accomplishments so far in and out of the ring.
He's a very good kid. He's listening well. He's doing very good in school and training hard every day, so I am very proud of him.
Louis Raposo has trained many boxers over the years. He says Izuni is a quick learner and has a bright future in the sport.
He was very dedicated, and he worked hard in everything I taught him. All the movements, he started doing it very young, so I kind of knew that he was going to be something special.
Izuni is dedicated in the ring and in the classroom. He trains multiple times a day and maintains a 90+ average in school. He says he's never scared when he pulls on the gloves because being smart has been the key to his success so far.
When I'm in the ring, I feel safe because I know in my training, I've worked on my defense. I've put in the hours on my defense, moved my head. I've practiced every day, slipping, moving the punches. I know how to defend myself in the ring.
Glenn Campbell, CTV Sports, Calgary.
The Junior Nationals go March 18th to the 22nd at the Genesis Centre. That's it for us here at CTV News at 11:30. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to be careful out there on the roads in the morning. We'll see you soon. Good night.